Welcome back to Team Doctors. Here we are, our good old friend, MMA 13-time world champion Shonie Carter decided to stop by today. And I said, hey, we'd like to interview you today and find out what's been going on. So anyway, what has been going on with you now? I know you went to Bulgaria when you had that fight.
Yeah.
And it was ended early, right?
Yeah, I had to stop it, and it wasn't that he was hurting me. It's just I have a multiple metacarpal fracture that is still healing from August of last year.
Now, when you say multiple metacarpal fracture, people might not know what that means. And what that means is that this is his hand, and let's say if I can put my hand up, and this is my hand, and you can see there's a big bump right here where the bone isn't really, normal, right?
Not at all.
Not at all. No, there's a big calcium deposit here, and then you have multiple fractures across these bones here from these hits with these gloves. See, right? Now people don't realize that MMA and boxing are quite different because the boxing glove is thicker, right?
Very much thicker.
And when you hit somebody, you have protection of your hand, whereas these MMA gloves are thinner. About what? How many ounces are they?
They're 5. Those are probably 6.5. Those are actually my training gloves. Those are big.
These are big
compared to actual competition gloves.
Right. So what happens with MMA is that when you hit somebody, you could hurt somebody and you could hurt yourself. So you have to watch. Do you hold back at all sometimes when you hit somebody with a?
When in training, I do. I try to be like the Golden Glove MMA, where it's like touch real fast, really light, score points. In an actual fight, you are really trying to, assassinate their dreams and hopes and wishes.
I don't want to laugh, but I mean that's really what it is.
It really is. It's not. You're not trying to score points. You're trying to make a point.
When you're saying like, well, you're going to try to assassinate the dreams, that means you're going to try to knock him out.
Knock him out, choke him out, throw him out, or submit him.
There you go. Now, if you but if you feel you have the opening, would you say that you would be willing to sacrifice your hand?
I have many a time in Salt Lake City, Utah. And it was the first or second round. It was a world title fight, 5-minute rounds. And as you know, Salt Lake City's up, elevated. And I fought at the Utah Jazz Center. And he was a Special Forces recon Marine, 11 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Second round, I remember in the scramble of a heated action, I broke my left ulnar bone with a spinning back fist.
What happened with the rest of the fight then?
I have that belt sitting on my shelf.
Well, there you go. What was the final method of winning?
By decision.
Okay.
It went all 5 rounds with a broken ulnar bone.
I see. Now that didn't feel too good, right?
No.
Now in Israel, you actually fought again, but it seemed like you got robbed on that fight.
Oh my goodness. He was a pro boxer. And I said, well, I am willing to engage my enemy at his strongest point.
Okay.
Overhand left. I am a southpaw. Bam! Because the first round he point fight me to death. Touch.
Right.
The second round, I'm like, smell it. The chef is coming. Dropped him clean as Mr. Clean could do it. I'm talking shabam, bam.
Right.
Third round, non-title fight.
Okay.
It was back and forth. And they gave him a unanimous decision. I'm like, how do you get a unanimous decision when you get dropped in this? I don't mean a stagger. I'm talking.
Right.
I'm like, I jumped on him and started, trying to assassinate his hopes and dreams. And he survived. But, needless to say, I made the promoter fly me to Cairo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember. You were telling me that you went to Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah. That's interesting that I guess you climbed a pyramid, didn't you?
Yeah. Let me tell you. Because I was walking around in Egypt. I'm painting this picture for you.
Okay, all right.
Combat jungle boots. a black utility kilt, a big giant diamond belt buckle, and a Mad Hatter hat.
Okay.
With like a Lawrence of Arabia turban underneath the hat. So I had my top hat on top of the turban, and I literally went into Cairo.
So what you're saying is you wanted to fit in with this.
I was really trying to be incognito. I was trying to get in where I could fit in. So I'm going around Egypt, and I saw the pyramids, and I'm like, wow. I got to go get on one of those right there.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You know, I had my U.S. Marine Corps camel pack, and I had it because I went to Bahrain the year before. That's another story. So, beep. I take my camel pack, they flip it, look at it, and they unzip it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right, I got zippers on it. They unzipped it, and there were 2 survival knives stashed in the camel pack.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, my bad, homies.
Yeah.
I forgot. Because they was like, what are you doing with these? I'm like, see, what happened was, I was in the Marines, I was in the Middle East, and you never know. So yeah.
Needless to say, they absconded with your...
Yes. I later got them back.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. So they were kind to you.
That time.
Yeah, that's good.
That time.
So now, how is it that you just, like, decide that, well, gee, I'm going to just hop, skip, and jump up this side of this pyramid?
I figured, you know, I was blending in. No one would notice me.
Other people just walk up the side of the pyramid, right?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of anyone climbing up the pyramid. Is that something that part of the general tour of...
I really, you know, if it is, no one has really took advantage of the offer. Until now.
I see.
Or then.
Does it say, you know, like, don't dive in the shallow end, or do not climb the side of the pyramid?
Don't jump on big brick. I didn't see it. Don't go up the pyramid sign.
How high are those bricks?
Okay. It is very interesting you brought that up now. The biggest brick that they floated up river, according to their story, up river, is 31 tons.
So you're inching, rock climbing up the pyramid.
The pyramid's up a 45-degree angle that is stood for 5,000.
Did anyone see you do that?
Well, what happened was some people were coming, and I saw this dude, so I had to climb down a few to get this dude to help him take a photo, because you just can't sprint up like the police here in Chicago in a cruiser, because that's sand, and you know you just ain't gonna get there quick, and I knew that. So I had time to get pictures of me on the pyramid with my Mad Hatter hat and the kilt, and I gave him a double fist pump.
So who took the picture? You took
some
the picture
dude.
yourself?
Yeah, some dude.
So did they arrest you?
No, I got the pictures done.
Oh yeah,
that's down the pyramid.
I see. So then you got the pictures, and then they let you alone. They let you.
I actually got away.
And so did you have to run away?
Oh yeah, you have to really make with due haste, fleet of foot.
Fleet of foot, and I could see you running with this Mad Hatter.